Hello there. Welcome back. Well, welcome to this. Welcome back if you're a repeating. Oh, pardon me. If you're a repeating viewer. Oh shit, that stinks. Yeah. Before I get into this, is what if a neglected. That was supposed to be sad, but it sounded posh. Anyway, neglected Naruto was Sukuna. Just was. And not even like reincarnation, he just is. But, well, no, reincarnation, because, it makes more sense in my opinion. Yes, anyway, first off, before I head into it, like and subscribe. Not much on the like pad, but subscribe please, it helps me. But liking as well, it helps the video. You know what I mean. Please. Anyway, without further ado, I don't even know why I say that. Why I just said that. I don't say that often. I don't know why I just said that. It's just 'cause other people say that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm saying that. Anyway, okay, let us get on with it. Okay. So, depending on the ending of the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, this may change, but I don't care. This is my alternate universe. Let's just say right now, after this current fight in manga, I'm being very non-specific, so people don't have to be. Well, actually, there's the fuck. Saying that, most people who've seen Sukuna have probably seen this image, so that's not really that spoilery. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So after this current fight in the manga, let's just say Sukuna dies. And because he is Sukuna and he does not want to die, as the Shinigami is dragging him down to hell, he makes a binding vow with it to come back to life. Well, he makes a binding vow, not with the Shinigami itself, because, I'm pretty sure you have to agree to a binding vow, and I don't think it would agree. But it essentially, he makes a binding vow that he will come back, no matter what. And then Naruto's born. I wonder. Well, a universe at the exact same time in a completely different universe. Even though Naruto came before JJK. Shut the fuck up. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. The Shinigami summoned Minato's Hirazuns seal the nine tails in this baby and this baby. Make sure to not do anything to this baby. I want them to hate this one. No, not literally. But the Shinigami is just feeling a little mischievous today, and also, Bino eventually has to happen, so he's like, hey, he's gonna be annoyed for everyone else in this world. Slaps a fucking seal on his, I don't know, forehead. The Sukuna seal, but to be honest, it's not even on his, original Heian era design, so why is it on, when Yuji's possessed? Unless that's not his full Heian era design, but I assume it is, because, what else would it be? Anyway. Essentially, what this seal does, it's the equivalent of what Minato did to the Nine Tails. by like slowly siphoning chakra, but it's memories, powers, abilities. Obviously I'm gonna fucking scale that shit up. Well, I mean, scale his physical abilities, because in my opinion, JJK characters' physical abilities around like MHA, they are lower than Demon Slayer. Well, I mean, Demon Slayer. Just JJK is one of the lower physicality if you look at it statistically. But some of their abilities are just like bend space and time, create slashes in between reality. It balances it out a bit, I might say. So yeah, but we don't care about balance here. We care about a fun stuff. Well, it depends on your opinion of a fun story, but yes. So essentially, Naruto treated genuinely okay, generally okay. Prophecy happens. We all know it goes to shit. Then shit hits the fan. Naruto is like that mouldy piece of cheese under the fridge you forgot about to his family. Don't know why I had to use that analogy. Yeah, the mouldy piece of cheese analogy. Good job, mate. Good job. Anyway, around 6th birthday, they're his brothers and sisters' names are Menma and Mito. The most generic ones, because I can't be bothered to be creative. I'm sorry. It's just easy to copy and paste into my brain, because I don't use a script. That's why this stuff is all jumbled around. I don't want to get demonetized, even though I'm not monetized. So how does that work? If I'm not monetized and I get demonetized, I wasn't monetized in the first place, so I don't think I can get demonetized. Anyway, I don't give a shit. But Menma and Mito, they're treated like fucking prince and princess of Konoha. Well, to be honest, they kind of are, but Naruto's the oldest out of these ones, by the way. BTW. No, that was a joke. At this late at night, my brain starts to go through severe brain rot. So if I do anything like that again, just blame it on the severe brain rot. Oh, there it goes again. There goes the brain rot again. Anyway, 6th birthday, they are treated like absolute fucking kings and queens. Fucking anything. I want ice cream. Okay. For free. Essentially that sort of thing. Because Minato would not be having anybody dislike his children. And, his good children, in his opinion. Men and Mita, all the time, sneer at him, beat him. Some of the villagers beat him. Get onto some reasons why a little bit later. But on the 6th birthday, yeah, 6th birthday, sorry. They are both announced clan heir. Naruto's like, I just thought like that guy in the corner meme. That guy in the corner meme. Have you seen that one? Naruto's like that. Because, it's also his birthday. Oh, please, that was an accident. So yeah, they are announced head of the Uzumaki and Namikaze clan, and this is like, and Naruto is obviously being, because he's the infusion with Sukuna is already pretty. It's getting along, so he's prideful. Because Sukuna's prideful. So, and then it's like he gets so angry, he starts channeling chakra throughout his body. And the you know the mark on Sukuna's forehead, it's like a Y with a like it's essentially like a trident with the middle prong cut off. That's essentially, well, I mean, like, it's just, you know what I mean. You've seen, yeah, if you're looking at this video, you probably know what JJK is. You probably know what Sukuna looks like. I think I've even got another. I think I've got a Deku Sukuna video. It's probably pretty shit, so don't watch it. Because I was probably like high on sugar or something like that. Drinking 10 cans of Coke and then making a video. That's my style. What was I gonna talk about? Can't remember. Oh yeah. So like the seal like grows like it becomes visible on his forehead, and the rest of his seal, the rest of the tattoo marks on his face start to become more visible. They do on the rest of his body, but you can't really see the rest of his body, maybe except for like the arms. That's the only place you can really see them, is the arms. I mean, the rest of them other than the face. Obviously, nobody gives a shit, because I've been speaking to the wrong side of the phone for the past 5 seconds. Obviously, nobody gives a shit, but, you know, it's just how it works. And he realizes that raging out, shouting out in outrage right now won't get him the desired results, because Sukuna's prideful, but he's also smart. Like, I think you could show some self-restraint, especially because he's not fully Sukuna yet. He's not just gonna yo Chitenkai. Anyway, what happens is, so he quietly goes upstairs, and after in the next few years, obviously the twins training starts. So, oh yeah, they also announced that on the birthday. That just makes Naruto even fucking like trying to restrain. You just cleave. Because, like, I'm sorry, but didn't Dismantle fucking tear a slash in reality in his fight versus Gojo? Oh. No. I do not want you to do this. Stop it. Thank you. Sorry. That was my mistake. So, yeah, he can create essentially gaps in reality when he slashes, heavy air quotes. But anyway, over the next few years, like, he starts getting taller, like suspiciously tall, like really fucking tall, for a while, like 8-9-year-old, really tall. He starts having like little nubbins under his arms, essentially. Well, you're looking at the image, so it's essentially the start of his growing of second pair of arms. And like the the right side of his face starts to slowly, like, not peel, but like stretch backwards. You know, you can't really see it in the image, but if you look at the image, I mean, an image from the other side, it's like peeled. Yeah, I mean, like the skin is like really stretched, and he starts to, you know, grow extra eye sockets underneath his eyes. After one villager realizes that, like, what the fuck's wrong with that boy? He's different from us, so let's beat the shit out of him! You know, classic Naruto. Ha ha ha. Naruto's like, shit, that's not gonna happen again. Well, actually, because he's essentially, he's almost fully completed his transformation to Sukuna. Soon as anyone tried to attack him, Cleave essentially turned him into fucking minced cubes. Oh, that's dismantle, sorry. Dismantle's turning people into minced cubes. Cleave is the slash in reality. I'm sorry for getting the mixed up. I was thinking of giving him 10 Shadows as well, but, you know, it doesn't really, it's not Sukuna's ability. Sukuna just fucking stole that ability, so. And also, he loses it when he becomes this fucking thing you see on screen. So, yeah, that doesn't count. So, Minato notices, people are dead. There is minced people on the ground. and some shinobi lining the roofs. You know, see Naruto essentially gets surrounded, and then they all turn into minced meat. So they report that to Minato, and Minato's like, huh? What the fuck? What have I been feeding him when I haven't? What has he been feeding himself? Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Minato confronts him about this. It's like, you know, you killed like 50 people. Naruto just turns around. He's around like 10ish at this time, but he's still like, I don't know, he's still like 5 foot above 5 foot almost. It's ridiculous. I hate it. I don't hate it because, like, this Sukuna, I'm pretty sure he's like 10 feet tall almost. It's ridiculous. Wait, actually, I should check that. Okay, I had to double check it, but it was like 8 to 9 feet. So let's just say right now, yeah, I'm gonna highball it and say he's a very tall Sukuna. Say it's just gonna be 10 feet, and like, people are half grown, more than half grown when they're 10. So yeah, he's probably gonna be fucking 6 foot almost, which is probably around as tall as Minato, maybe even taller around. I don't know how tall Minato is, but he's probably somewhere around 6 feet, so they're around the same height, which is fucking ridiculous if you think about it. But yeah, we don't talk about that. And Naruto just turns to him, looks him dead in the eye, and says, well, they were gonna try and kill me. What's the point? If they were to have killed me, would have you punished them in the same way? Or if they were to have threatened the other two, would you have punished them in the same way? Most probably. But because it is me, your outcast of a son, you decide to take matters into your own hands and decide what's best for the outcast. Now, if one more thing fucking happens to me, this village becomes dust. And no. Yeah, he just sort of turns to Minato and says all that. Minato at first is slightly shocked, but then he's like, you know, you've had no training. You are the weakest of the family. You are the weakest of the family, you know that, brat. Naruto, Sukuna, I'm just gonna call him either. If both Naruto and Sukuna both mean Naruto. Naruto just turns to him and is like, "You really starting to get on my nerves, old man. Say that sorry stuff one more time. Your children become mincemeat. Trust me, you don't want to see that happen. But I do." Now, make sure to tell your little pathetic Anbu guards that nobody is to attack me again, or they die. And I was just like, okay. Slightly threatened how you threatened my other two children. I'm just gonna go back to doing paperwork and be an absentee father. Yeah. The fucking flying rations out. Kushina this entire time really doesn't give a shit about him. And what? But later that night, Minato tells Kushina about this, and Kushina's just like, you know, full of rage, and Minato's just like, you have to remember, if we hurt him, he will kill our children, you know? Like, even though they're strong, you haven't seen what he's done to some of them bodies. It's gruesome. They look like fucking packaged beef from the supermarket. It's kinda gross. Making my way downtown. Sorry. Naruto eventually is just like, oh yeah, Minato essentially makes, let's say, Kakashi, I'm just thinking, Minato would probably assign an Ambu advisor, watcher, whatever, to him. I'm struggling between Itachi. I don't care if the Uchiha massacre was supposedly before this. I don't give a shit. Itachi's cool. Or Kakashi. Like, Itachi would be better to... let's say Itachi. And... because all I'm saying is Kakashi, he's a real cool dude, but like... all I'm saying is that he is not what I plan for. I struggled to say what I was thinking of saying. I mean, what I was thinking out loud. But it's just something I plan for. So Itachi is assigned to Naruto. Naruto fucking knows. Because, like, of course. And, so what happens is, oh yeah, Naruto, essentially what he does to sustain himself, he just sort of built an old secluded cabin out in the woods, and just essentially fucking chops up deer and shit like that. He's not a cannibal in this one, because, he's still Naruto, he's still technically the reincarnation of Ashura. He still likes to work with people, only if they want to work with him first, He's not abrasively Naruto as he is in Naruto, but he's not abrasively Sukuna as Sukuna is. Like, he's definitely in between. Like, Sukuna's a loner who cannibalizes people, and this is essentially just good Sukuna. Well, not good, but a better Sukuna. Not in character-wise, obviously. No, nothing can fucking top Sukuna. I'm getting off rails. So Itachi just one day Naruto's just like, hello, I believe Itachi's Ambu name was Weasel, so hello, Weasel Masked Ambu. Why do you keep on paying me acquaintance? They keep making my acquaintance. Itachi's like, you could see me this entire time. Very impressive, Naruto. Naruto. I don't know. It seems it's fun to me to say Naruto in a very Japanese accent for some reason. I don't know. It just kind of rolls off the tongue. Maybe that's why it's called that, because it's easy to say, in my opinion. But it was just like, I know what you know a little bit. Because I'm gonna say Naruto, he's pretty good at stealth. He's very large, but it doesn't mean he can't be stealthy. Large people don't mean they're not stealthy. So he's probably overheard some Sharingan thing, because like if anyone spots him, he can just eviscerate their existence on the spot. It's not very hard to cover up his existence. Oh no, somebody accidentally spilt their tomato sauce on the side of the house wall. Wonder how that got there. It's a lot of tomato sauce. That sort of thing. Well, yeah, fuck off. Well, yeah. So he's probably heard of the Uchiha clan of Ku, and Naruto just looks to Itachi. Well, he doesn't even look to Itachi. He probably can't physically see Itachi. He can probably only really sense he's there, and he's like, "So, what do you plan with the predicament of the Uchihas, Mr. Itachi. And Itachi's even more like, how the fuck does he know my name? This is concerning, because I'm 90% sure the whole thing about being an Anbu is nobody's supposed to know your name, and if anybody does, they are supposed to die. I'm 90% sure, other than the Hokage, obviously, but I'm 90% sure that if you are an active Anbu, nobody in the village, nobody even in the village should know that you are an Anbu. So, it's kind of... So Itachi's just like, how do you know that information? Just you seem rather ticked off by that. But you see, Itachi, my dad's rather stubborn. I know he's smart. I'm not saying he's dumb, but But I also know your father's rather stubborn, and they're both stubborn about starting a civil war and trying to act diplomatically. Neither of them will work together. They're so dead set on their plans that I doubt anything will happen. So I'm gonna say I'm betting on this. In the next few months or so, when the Uchiha coup is supposed to happen, just before then, one of the elders will come up to you and say, "Why don't you try and kill the Uchihas?" And I'll fucking have a riot, because I hate those dicks. But anyway, I'm stopping with my monologue. You'll probably have to kill your clan, dude. Itachi does not. I've come to this conclusion myself. Boring. People are too intelligent. Okay. Something I've tried to come up with myself is that Danzo fellow. That one. Don't think many people like him that much. Mainly because he's a absolute fucking weirdo in my opinion, but he's tried to recruit me for this old fucking secret Anbu thing. I don't care. I'm rambling again. I should stop that. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, dude, when you will come to face the Uchiha, he'll probably go in and try to steal one of their eyes or something like that, because I don't like him. He's gonna do something like that. Maybe I'm gonna go out after what's his name? Shisui? You know that dude. That guy that everyone likes, but he's really not that important. I thought she's just like, how dare you call my best friend not that important. But how the fuck do you know any of this shit? Like, I know these people, I don't know this. Naruto just does to him saying, just call it intuition after a good, how long being evil? He mutters that to himself, but he speaks loudly, just intuition. Itachi's like, I do not like your intuition. Yeah, and I don't like the old goat either. That's why I'm trying to stop him from gaining power, because he's kind of a dickhead. He's tried to kidnap me once or twice after he saw me turn villagers into mincemeat. Itachi just looks at him like, you actually did that? Yeah. And the thing is, even with your Sharingan on right now, that you have had on this entire time because you were trying to track me, You didn't even notice I was under a seal. Sorry, a, a, not a clone. What the fuck's it called? You know, a shapeshift. I'm just gonna call it a shapeshifting one. Yeah, you haven't even noticed I've been under a henge this entire time. And, it's actually just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Because Naruto just, he looks like Sukuna and Yuji's body, essentially, with the henge on. He's still, like, 6 feet tall. He's doing this entire monologue while, like, cooking some fucking deer he's found or some shit. And then Naruto just turns to Sukuna and is like, I hope you can use this information usefully, whilst also maybe I getting a favor in return. One I may cash in later, maybe. Tachi's like, okay, I do see this as beneficial. Pleasure doing business with you. And so essentially Uchiha Masaka goes essentially the normally, but Itachi isn't doing the massacring. He just sent out like a good few clones to do it, because like in the massacre I don't think we ever see any of the people putting up a struggle, so like a good few clones will just do it for him, and he follows Shisui. He very much intends to follow Shisui until the end. And like versus like Danzo, you know the whole Danzo Shisui blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, like Itachi is there so he can take pressure off of Shisui, maybe stop him from getting. Let's hope he can stop him getting. Oops. Let's hope he can like stop him from getting like poisoned or something like that. And oh yeah, and stop one of his eyes from being fucking ripped out. Well, actually no. He still has an eye ripped out. Like fucking. But but just before Danzo manages to fucking like pocket it, Itachi just fucking slashes his hand off, and because he probably thinks Shisui's dead, because fucking ripping someone's eye like that would probably take out like a good chunk of their brain as well. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know the intense biological design of an eyeball, but let's just say like if it takes a good fucking chunk out of him. So Itachi just fucking awakens his MS right there, and you just because he thinks Shisui's dead. He genuinely thinks Shisui died. And he manages to pull out his katana on. He manages to pull out his katana and fucking slash Danzo's hand off, and then use Tsukiyomi on him to essentially one-shot him. And then just as he's about to fucking stab Danzo in the throat, one of the root agents at the scene like pick him up and take him away. Take him away, boss. And Shisui's like slowly bleeding. He's on the floor, fucking like a chunk. You could, you know. And then Naruto's slightly predicting, not fully, but knowing some shit's probably gonna go wrong. He's not perfect, and Itachi's not perfect, so he comes over and he essentially reverse curse techniques, not his whole eyeball, but you know the chunks that got ripped out. But Naruto's just like, I managed to save one of these, from your clones that were destroying everything, and you just get like there's a jar of a 3 Tomoe Sharingan, and Naruto is obviously not happy, but he's not like fully solemn. He's just like, I warned you, you know. In his head, he wouldn't actually say that because, you know, Itachi would probably just fucking turn to him and like, shut, stab him. But essentially, and then he just puts the eyeball back in the slot. Oh wait, no, because Itachi I just remembered Itachi cut off. Never mind, he doesn't have a Sharingan out of nowhere. He doesn't have a plot device Sharingan. He just pries out of Danzo's cold hand. And, ew, it's gross. Just like dunks it in water for a bit. Ew. It's been touched by a murderer. Oh wait, I touched it. Okay. Anyway, insertion into his eyeball. His eyeball. So, you know, he's probably going to be awake in a few days. Like, no, I would give him like 5 days. And Itachi's turning to him like, excuse me, but how on earth? I know from the Hokage himself that he did not personally train you. How the hell, or Tsunade by any fact, how the hell did you manage to essentially just put an eyeball in someone's head and fix their brain? That should either for not for Tsunade, cause like she's Tsunade, but for anyone below Tsunade, that would be a grand feat. That would be like trying to, I don't know, sew a head back on a corpse and say it's back to life. You know, it's really, well, he probably won't use that much of a insane tone, but you know what I'm talking about. He just cannot fathom this. Naruto just grins at him. There's many things that the Hokage does not know about me. And also, you should probably get skedaddling. Your brother knows what you did, how you did it. So, you know. I'm pretty sure your clone used like Tsukiyomi on him or something like that. A pretty dick move, to be honest. Like this just happened, like just after you awaken your Mangekyo. It's pretty fucking like, why? What? Dude, you went a little overboard. And Tasha's like, yeah, kinda. Naruto's like, well, I guess you gotta get going. Just like spanks him on the back of the head. Do you want to take Shisui with you, or do you want to stay here? I'll take good care of him. And But Naruto's just like, you should probably go with you though, because Danzo's ruthless. I can't keep a good eye on him all the time, you know. It's like trying to watch ice melt. It's gonna take a while, but it's eventually gonna happen. But you know, you should probably take seriously with you. So, instead of Itachi and Kisame, it's Itachi and Shisui. Which, to be honest, I don't know if that's a better duo or not. Because Itachi and Kisame, it's like chakra draining, and then infinite genjutsu, Tsukiyomi, that sort of thing. But with Itachi and Shisui, it's Shisui a very, very good genjutsu. Probably only second to Tsukiyomi, in my opinion. And, only like second to Tsukiyomi, that sort of thing. With someone with Tsukiyomi, so their abilities sort of overlap, really. The only thing that's really differing is the Shunshin and, well, the body flicker, and Amaterasu, and obviously the different Susanos, but, you know, that's getting into specifics. So I'd say, overall, Kisame and Itachi do a better job at capturing Tail Beast, but Itachi and Shisui definitely do work. So we end off this part by, essentially, what happens is that Naruto is getting ready for let's just say he gets ready for the graduation, because I can't be bothered to deal with the whole fucking academy. It's boring. It's just gonna be people talking and then Naruto not talking, because Naruto probably wouldn't be talking. So wait for next part, please. Goodbye, have a good day.